Oh, hi there. It's Tuesday, and as you can see, I'm at Shogi Club 24, ready to play some slower games, thoughtful games. Yesterday was a lot of 3-minute, trying to get the Avatar Award at Shogi Wars during the monthly winning streak event. Got that with the help of some good old Kishin tickets in the 5th game. Uh, I'll leave it at that. And that's it. I'm starting early because I'm hoping to make more time in order to record the next podcast later this afternoon. So I'm gonna, play, stream probably a few hours, and then begin that. So hopefully that goes well, and if so, should have something releasing, around in the middle of the night my time. So we'll see. All right. Other than that, nothing new in the past 24 hours that I can think of. So let's start the games. Hey, Dr. Ayaka, good to see you. You're in early. $318 players. Oh, so yeah, being early. I'm early, but it's not quite. What time is it in Tokyo? Oh, it's still 1 a.m., but I guess the player population is still 1:21 a.m. Seems to start really getting. We usually get to 200 or fewer players by 2 a.m. Tokyo time. Yeah. Just checking. Does it show? Yeah. I use 81 Dojo as my international clock. In Los Angeles. This is my time zone. I'm not in Los Angeles, but I'm in California. 121. There. Oh, it's warm. I'm gonna turn the AC on a little bit. Okay. All right. I'm going to challenge. I'll start challenging since no one else is. All right. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Check the stream. It is looking all right. Get this guy up. Hey, Skykeeper. Nice to see you as always. I think sometimes there's some advice to. Oh, it's not what I expected. I'll have to look at this move. I'll have to look at this move after. I think if the rook comes down, then I push it away. I think it's good. Ah. Hmm. Come here, which comes with tempo. I take here, not as much tempo. I come back. I think I like this because he has to go back and then I push the pawn. I think. Yeah, yeah. This is going to be very difficult now. Yeah. All right. Let's now I drop this. If I come up, do I have mate? So I go over there. I bring my bishop up. He comes forward. I bring the bishop. He comes forward. Do I have a fork? I could check. Can I come back? Can I come back? If I just come back, he promotes. I drop the pawn. I come back. And I'm also threatening the bishop now, or the pawn drop. I think this is difficult. I should have checked. I should have checked first. I should have checked. I should have checked. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Critical mistake. Critical mistake. Critical mistake. Celine Delgado. Celine Delgado. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Um, I think he's got to push this pawn, maybe. Then I take. It seems dangerous. Ah, beautiful. 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 Yeah. Ah, yeah. Yeah, now that the knight is gone. So I really messed up by not checking, not making that intermediate check. What am I missing here? What's the idea here? He gets another a bishop. I don't see it. I still don't see it. Don't see. Mmm. Mmm. Let's do this. I need a knight. It's over. It's pretty over, I think. I think it's pretty over. Oh gosh. Sumero. I could Sumero him. All right. Make Sumero threats. I should have done that in the first place with the bishop. He could take with the rook and I take back the same materially. Good to see you, Chess Universe. But I wouldn't have given up that huge attack. Right? Let's look at that. Let's look at that. So I'm expecting we're going to get a big something like this. Wait, what? What was this? Now I'm expecting we're going to get the big dip. Okay, there's the big dip. It's going to continue to go. And there it is. And now it's going to come back up at the very end. Okay. I think I want to say if he just brings this gold out, it would have been fine. All right, so let's copy that Kifu. This was move 31. Move 31. Move 31 is that first big mistake. Let's track that win.
Win. Current streak is 1 win.
I think just normal stuff. This one I wanted to think about. I played 4-5 silver. I just dropped it. It's not in the top moves. Get the king over is probably good. It also says 3-6. Yeah. All right. Oh, this is a big mistake. A big mistake. What? Wait. What? Why is this so bad? You know, it says my best move is taking the pawn, obviously giving up this, which feels terrible. Can I not just do this? Oh, because if I don't take, he's in. Oh, wait, what? This is incredibly educational right now. I can't. How is this not? How does this not happen in all my games? In so many of the games, the bishop is here. I guess the opponent will have brought his silver out, or will I? So I need to hold on to my silver. That's why if I do this and he does that, then I just drop my silver back, right? Yes. Yeah. I just drop my silver back. Or here. The engine prefers this for some reason. Huh. All right. Weird. Okay. All right. But 2-4. Can he Okay. So if he pushes here, I just drop. No. Oh, I drop the bishop. Oh, that looks interesting. Yeah. Wait, what? I'm Wow. Okay. All right. Anyway, fun stuff. So Zanot's 99. Zanot's 99. Hello. Welcome. All right. So that was fascinating. So he still has this. He still has this. So if I do that, if he does, we're just even-ish game. Huh. Okay. Wow. So there's no fear. There's no fear of this. I guess there's just no fear. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Wait, or is am I missing something? Oh, the pawn. Block with the pawn. Okay. All right. All right. Wow. So I'm going to be seeing ghosts on that a lot. Okay, so I did this. I did make the right move. He came back. I pushed the pawn. It's all good. Oh no, taking with the bishop is better. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense now. Taking with the bishop is better. King goes over. Okay. Okay. What if he just blocked? Yeah, then we just take the bishop. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's nice. And my bishop would have been out of this attack, and I would have been able to pull it back to Tataki. Oh gosh. Okay. 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 So there's one miss. Either way, I'm still ahead. Take. 8-3 pawn. So I did that right. Take. 8-4 pawn. Did that right. He drew the pawn. Oh boy. So Engine wants this. And then do I get my bishop in play? Yes. Yes. Uh-huh. Okay. This is interesting. This is very interesting to me. I'm not. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah. Yeah. He can't take. But that's a snazzy move. Wow, that is snazzy. Okay. All right. All right. All right. I've learned. I've learned. Let's get back in here. Oh, and I didn't change my scene that entire time. Oh, I'm so sorry, everybody. I didn't change my scene. Oops. I didn't change my Lee Shogi scene. Oh boy. We can go to. Let me just add this to Shogi Club 24. I didn't add it to that study anyway. Okay, so we're back, and Shogi Club 24. I'll change the scene to Shogi Club 24. Let's get in here. All right. That was an up or down, an up and down game. I should have recognized at multiple points the value of that bishop check. So what I wonder, I guess, in that game at the end, while we're waiting here, key binding's not working, and switch the scene. So if where was that? Where was that line? That variation? Oh, my variations are gone because I did them outside the study. Okay, shoot. All right. When you make variations in a Kifu and then you import it to the study, you lose all those variations. So if you're going to make variations, import, add it to your study, and then make the variations. No Name 815. I think I've played No Name 815 before. Or No Name. No Name. Player count, as I had said, going lower as it gets earlier and earlier in the Japanese night. Slow day. Boy, got 4 viewers in total across Twitch and YouTube. Very low. I guess this is not too early. This is not too early. Wait here. Let's see. Okay. Well, let's challenge. Let's challenge. TSU Chuchan. Challenge? Okay. Probably doesn't want a 10Q. Understandable. Titled player. Probably just left the computer on. Yeah, maybe just left the computer on. I'll leave it, since I'm not... There aren't many other players to challenge. I might as well leave the challenge up until it times out. What's going on 81 Dojo? Nothing much. Oops. Thought there might be one of that Naona who plays variants. Thought he might be active. Give a quick variant game. Okay. Try Yuitsu. Yuitsu. It's Maho, so they're on mobile. Please another opponent. Okay. That's fair. Nobody wants to play with me. I guess on that note, I am going to get some tea. I ran out of my cold tea. I had started with some Ito-en cold green tea, and I'm going to go get some hot tea because now my hands are cold. Be right back. One thing we didn't do, if you're still there, Chess Universe, I don't think we looked at your line. I said we would, and I don't think we did. So he could take with the rook, and I'd take back the same materially. Was that? Oh shoot! Was that what we actually did look at when here? Was it here? Or was it? Oh, so here, yeah, here. Oh no. I come back with check. Oh gosh, no, he can take it's Sumero. So I can't. So if I would have done that, it's mate. So I can't take back. Oh wow, so I am really glad that I didn't do that. Hey Todovsky, thank you for the raid. Thank you. Good to see you. Hope your stream went well. Just getting started. I'm doing an early start here today, and just because I want to record the podcast a little earlier this afternoon. Had a doozy of a game. And I didn't change my scene again. I didn't. So this is the second mistake. For once you killed it. You did well? Did you go 3-0? I was stunned to open up your player profile yesterday and see all that Urshin Ryu. Oh, nice. The opponents kept hanging mate. It happened in this game. It happened in this game. So I had a huge winning position, and then my opponent had a huge winning position, and I just made a Sumero threat, and the opponent didn't notice. And so, it's one of those graphs: up, down, and then back up. Hypocritical creditor ZV. Greetings. Welcome. Thank you for the offer for the cheap viewers. I will remove the space if I decide to go to your site. I will remove the space. So this was okay. One other thing I wanted to mention, if you're still here, Todowski, that discussion yesterday of the opponent pushing the knight's pawn as well, in addition to their rook pawn. The Urshin Ryu channel, both of his, they don't seem to always have themes, but sometimes they do. Last night, yesterday's video that he uploaded of 2 games, both players did it. Both opponents did it. Not quite so dramatically as it was in my game, where the pawn went all the way down, but it showed 2 different, slightly different approaches that he took, in slightly different situations. And in one of them, he did bring that silver up with the idea of making Yagura, which he never made, or making that little half Yagura. But those might be useful to look at. Urshin Ryu channel. I'm curious. I'm still very curious to see, when you decide to book up and study some of these openings, which ones you would choose. Obviously, not everyone wants to optimize for Shogi Wars, but I still, no irony, no joking, I still think you would be a really good duck player. Like your tactics are on another level. At least in my opinion, your tactics are on another level. Your, for lack of a better word, solidity, like the solid way in which you make moves, and you seem to have better board vision than most players. Okay, you've been trying Seigo Sato's 4th file rook. Yeah, there is so much to study. Yeah. Yeah, I know some 4th file rook players who really get in the weeds. They get in the weeds because there's so much to study, and it's so enjoyable to study it. Hey, Ninworld, great to see you. Playing Duck Legs requires a crazy amount of energy and focus, so. Well, that's the thing. That's the thing, is that maybe I'm misreading your solidity and thinking that it's focus. But I would say that those, to me, those sound sort of like two of your strengths. Like you have that sharp tactical sense, and then you see the whole board and have focus. So that's to me, that's what makes me say that, wow, you would be a really good duck player. But then you'd have to put up with the peanut gallery on Shogi Harbor making fun of you, giving you a hard time for playing duck. Okay, so here's the player that I just won against. I hesitate to say that I lucked out, because I was crushing out of the opening, and then Hi, Atari. Hi. Yeah, you came out from under the couch. Emma-chan Inu. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. It's me. Oh gosh, I gotta let Atari out. Let me let her. Okay, good girl. Okay, you wanna go eat your food? Okay. I don't know what this is now. Maybe it's a delayed Urshin or Ryu. Maybe it's maybe he's going to go over to Nakabisha. In Worlds, you say, for you, Duck is just building the castle no matter what the opponent does, and then sack the bishop for an edge attack and hope for the best. Well, I mean, that definitely seems to be a major component of it. Okay, yeah, so he is delaying Urshi and Ryu. I think I shouldn't have opened this so quickly. Uh, if I take, I'm trapped. Let's come back here. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Uh, let's get this guy up. Let's get this guy up. Oh, I should have brought the king over. That's what I should have done. That's the move the engine likes a lot of times. Also 5-2. So silver here. Yeah, all the drop points are covered. Tempted to push this pawn. Tempted to push the pawn. Let's do this. Oh no, my knight is covering that square. My knight's covering that square. So let's take it back. Yeah, my knight's covering that square. So let's do the poor man's edge attack. Pretty sure this is it. Pretty sure this is it. I'm not so pretty sure anymore. Oh, I should have taken the lance. I should have taken the lance. Then he takes with the silver. Then I promote my bishop. Okay, okay. I forgot. I forgot. I forgot. I forgot. I still can take this. I still can take the lance. So if he brings his, he won't bring his gold back. Hi, Atari. Yeah, what are you doing? Oh, you're just going to sit in front of the door so I can't close the door again? Okay. Hey, Foradun, nice to see you. In your game today, your second game, a 2-down opponent dropped one tape. Oh, wow. Wow. I played off stream last night and played a 2-down. I increased the skill level on my Shogi Wars so that I could try to rank up faster while I felt I was playing well. I did play well, but against the 2-down, I blundered a rook drop into a long range bishop take. It was mildly embarrassing. All right, let's do it here. So the question is, if he brings his gold, I can't come up because and I don't want to take this pawn just yet, I think. I don't want to take that pawn. Let's defend. Maybe I should have put it to 5-3. Knight or lance drop? No. Yeah, I definitely should have had my piece there. Knight? No. All right, let's attack. I just don't see this. I just don't see this. Is there anything I can do to solidify here? Like, what are the threats? He's going to take the pawn. He's going to make his edge attack. Can I push this pawn? I push this pawn. He takes. I drop a knight. He comes up. That's not really anything. I take this. That's not really anything. I take. He drops the pawn. I take. He takes. I take, he takes, I take with the lance. He takes, I take. I don't know. Gosh. These are those positions where sometimes I feel like, I'm not seeing a move and then maybe I just go overboard. So let's I would be giving up a lance and a horse to get a silver. I'd get a silver, 3 pawns, and a promotion. Okay. Wait for resume. I wait resume. So I've got, that gave me 3 more minutes. Wait, what? I'll take those every day of the week on Shogi Wars. But here, was I thinking too long? Hey, Emperor Rex, nice to see you. Good day. I think Emperor Rex, on yesterday's stream, as I was reviewing it, I think I didn't greet you. So I apologize. I apologize for that. Like I've said before, if I ever don't greet or if I ever miss a message, it's not intentional. It is not intentional at all. Okay, so let's copy this Kifu in. Inconclusive from what the engine is showing. What am I doing? I'm trying to copy the Kifu.
Win. Current streak is 2 wins.
And let me change my scene, unlike last time. Oops. So we went. I'm going to guess that I... Okay, take. It's moving the king. As I said during the game, I think I should have moved the king. But, oh, take with the bishop. Take with the bishop is better. What? 4-6. If I go to 4-6, he drops the silver. Wait. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's instead of this, he takes here. I've got that. Okay. if he tries to do this, then it's okay. Wow, that's a nice tactic. That's a nice tactic. All right, so anyway. So there was a discussion. In this case, it doesn't quite apply because the best move according to the engine actually turned out to also be tricky, very tricky. But there was a discussion on the Perpetual Chess podcast, this morning's podcast, and it was I think it's a cognitive scientist who was being interviewed, who's also a chess player, and they were talking about what's called hope chess, and tying it in, I believe, to sort of cognitive bias and stuff like that. And the way it was described, I didn't think was doing it justice. And I thought was sort of being more derogatory to the term than I think it deserves. Where the idea was there is a best move that exists. And as part of improvement, you need to play the best moves. And not hope that your opponent is going to make a mistake. And at the extremes, I believe that's true. Assuming sitting at the board, you actually know what the best move is, which no one does, unless you've literally studied that exact position. But I think the idea sometimes with hope chess is not that you're hoping the opponent makes a mistake per se. It's that you're making what might be objectively a move that has a lower evaluation according to the engine, and still might be a decent move, but you know that maybe it's not the best move, but it has landmines for your opponent to step on. So, like, if I'm going to play a move, and say move A is plus 1.5 according to the eval, but it has a very clear and obvious response, and the game proceeds as normal. But there's another move that's, say, plus 0.9. So we're talking about plus 1.5 versus plus 0.9. But the plus 0.9 move has tricky landmines that might be very easy to fall into. Like this one, I think, would have been. I don't think there's anything wrong with playing that. Because for one thing, we're not engines. For another, minor differences in evaluation, even sort of medium differences in evaluation, don't necessarily mean all that much in human terms. So anyway, I brought that up because I think this is not the greatest example of it, but it made me think of it because of this one. This taking with the bishop and coming back turned out to be very tricky. It also turned out to be the best move according to the eval. But I was going to say, if the rook takes would have been slightly better, I think in the future I'll still do this bishop takes and then walk back to 4-5 because it induces the blunders. Yeah, Scholar's Mate, or sometimes the Potsler opening for you is definition of hope chess or for trolling. Yeah, I agree with that. Or you see a mate against you, but it's like, okay, well, I can, I don't see a good way to defend this. Let me just drop my knight here, and maybe the opponent will not realize they have mate and step into something, stuff like that. Hope shogi. But anyway, sorry for the digression. It still wants this 4-6 bishop. Okay. Still wants that 4-6 bishop. Why does it like that 4-6 bishop so much? Being there. Like, it wants to drop the pawn to also go back again. All right, anyway. Yeah. Engine prefers 3-5, but... But now it wants me to take this. Now it wants me to make this same move. All right. Anyway. So where do we get to that point where I had the advantage? Okay, it did not like this. Maybe this was sort of the definition of hope, Shogi, or maybe it's a definition of what I'm talking about, where I don't have the two pawns. I don't objectively know if it's the best. I think there's a chance it's probably not, but it's very tricky. It's very easy to mess this up, as the opponent did. Yeah. Okay. So taking was correct. Taking was absolutely correct. As I said after the fact. Now he gave it to me. That was correct. Jump. Oh, of course. He can't block it. Yeah, he can't block it. Because I'll just take. Okay. Yeah. All right, well, he did this. And now what? Mamma mia. I missed this. Just keep piling. That's what the good players do. They keep piling the pressure on the square. There is nothing else to defend now with this. Either way, the move that I was going to do is fine. Is also fine. Almost as good. And if he does this, I was gonna take. This is not as good. Oh, taking with the horse is bad. Wait, what? What's the idea here? What? No matter what he does, I'm gonna get in. Okay. Okay. The engine prefers this calm move in between here. Just amazing to me. But again, I can pile on the pressure with the knight. But he can defend. Now, if he comes up. Oof. And we just let it sit? We let it sit and stew? Yeah. Wow. Okay. All right. All right. So, like, if he does this, I take. Mmm. Okay. We just take. All right. All right. All right. All right. Sorry for going through this line. That would have been a fun one to play out. I wonder what the opponent would have done. Change the scene back. Excuse me. That tea went down the wrong pipe. Quantum 4. I've played Quantum 4 before. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. I think I've played Quantum 4 a few times. I think it's a fast player. So I've got to make sure not to get flustered. I say as I'm sort of blitzing my moves out. Whoa. If I push this pawn, what if I get my rook over? I push this pawn, he takes, I take, he drops. I jump I take. Let's do this. Actually, if he takes, do I drop a pawn again? Then the silver takes. I drop the pawn, silver takes, I come up, take, take, take. Drops the pawn. Do I take with the rook and then come back here so I can get my knight up? Pawn. He's got plenty of defense of this square. So let's take, and then come back. Get our knight up. Jump my knight. I push the pawn. Knight takes. Or silver takes. I get my knight. He just goes back. And I drop another pawn. He goes back. Yeah, I'm going to lose that. So I've got this bishop drop. Got this bishop drop. If I exchange bishops, but does it do anything? Does it actually do anything? If he comes back, I'm going to be trapped. Let's push this edge. Fair enough. Fair enough. So what if I come up? If I come up over here, let's say he keeps pushing, I jump. He takes the lance. I drop the pawn. He's going to have a lance drop somehow. And he's going to, or he'll just come back. Pawn. No, I can't take with the silver because the gold will just take the pawn. So if I drop the pawn, he takes. I redrop the pawn. I drop another pawn. Do I have any drops? If my bishop? I don't think so. Should I move my lance up? I don't think he has any great spots for a lance drop right now. In large part because the gold is still here. Man, I just don't see it. I just don't see a move. Should I get my bishop up here? If I get my bishop here, then I can threaten this guy. Yeah, maybe I want to readjust here. So I want to try to keep adding pressure, but I don't want to give a place for the opponent to start making big moves. This is the hardest. I think this is the hardest part of shogi for me. I don't think there's any value in pushing this pawn up to get that bishop out. So if I get my bishop here, I guess he gets his silver up. I think if he jumps the knight, I think I have to push this pawn. So I give my bishop an out. Maybe. The rook is hitting this. I think I want to be in this file anyway. So I feel like I have a trap here, maybe. I take, if the rook comes over here thinking he's going to get in, he's in for a rude awakening because my bishop will take it. But I take, he comes up, I go back. That said, I guess sack, rook. Haha. I can no longer jump my knight here because the rook will take it. He has no pawns. So if I do this, he'll get the pawn, because if I take, he comes forward. I take. No, he can't take. He can't do that. I don't see the trick. Oh, he'll just take this pawn. He'll take this pawn. Should I just get my gold over? No, he can't because I've got the knight. All right, so if I push and he evades, he evades. No, I can't push because the rook can take. The rook can take. Oops. Okay. My rook is not here. So my rook is here. He promotes. I get my rook over. No, and then he takes the bishop. Shit. He promotes. I take. He takes. I take. Am I just if I have the chance? Am I? Whoa! What about? It's and that's great. Should I just promote first? Should I take this bishop first? He still can't drop anything because I'll take with the horse. All right, let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah, that was a trick. That was a trick. I like that. That was a trick in the back of my mind. Whoa, whoa. Let's run. This has to be winning here. This, I mean, this sort of, this has to be good. I think I could brute force it by throwing in a silver, but I should drop. Yeah, let's drop the rook. Let's drop the rook first. He has a bishop, so he can fork me. So let me rook first. Is this Sumero? If I drop the silver here, it is Sumero. So let's see. Drop the silver.
30秒
He drops the bishop. I run. He takes the rook. It's mate. So Sumero.
30秒 40秒
That's mate now. Yeah, that's just mate because he can't escape. He can't take back with the bishop because of the pin. Okay. Arigatou gozaimashita. Oof. Okay. Wonder how that one
Current streak
was.
is 3 wins.
Let's copy that in. Oh, it read as me. This is just normal, 53%. That it looks so high. It looks like such a big advantage, but it's opening. It's like Sente opening stuff. Oh. Okay, my opponent and I both missed something after move 49. So change the scene. Normal stuff. We blitzed this out. Absolutely blitzed this stuff out. I am Gote. Okay. Perfect. Engine approved. I'm learning. I don't know if I'm learning, but I'm remembering engine lines, which is basically learning. There's the knight. I mean, begin the procedure. The engine does want to exchange. Why? I push the pawn, which is the third best move, but it's not. 1-4 is the third best move. What's the idea here? Oh, take with the rook. Take with the rook. Leave the pawn. Okay, take with the rook. But we're all right with that? Oh, sure, it's trapped. There's nothing it can do. Okay, okay. Okay. Well, no, it's not. Yes, it is. Still trapped. Now it's not trapped. Comes a check. Wait. What's the catch here? There's the catch. I'm still not seeing the catch. I'm still not seeing the catch yet. I'm still not seeing it. All right, this is it. We just call this good. Okay. All right. Yeah, I guess. I mean, it looks good. It looks good. Yeah. All right. All right. Wait. So there was that. And I was just trying to play solidly. I was trying to play this. Was trying to play solidly. 5-1 gold is what the engine likes, as it usually does. 6-4. So it still wants that. It still wants that exchange. Gosh, even 4-2 it likes more than my move. All right. Anyway, it's not too bad. I'm trying to play not to give up the big tactic here. You know, I feel like, you know, from these positions that I've seen enough of these in the past to know that the computer likes mine, but you know, it's barely more than a cente advantage as Gote. Yeah, I tried to attack there. Tried to safely attack there. Yeah, getting 5-7 up is what I thought was. I thought this was gonna. You know, I thought this was the response, the proper response. So that was not good. I should have come back. Oh no! Wait, 6 silver. Oh, it still wanted to take. It still wanted to take. And then I come back. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I gave up that whole sort of advantage by defending it. Shogi War sprint. Well, it's not a sprint game because no one's in the end game. Okay. So that opportunity's still there now. I take the wrong pawn. You know, when I've got a choice between two pawns, you leave it to me to take the wrong one. What is the if he goes back, I just maintain the forward pressure. Yes, that makes sense. That makes sense. I was afraid of what? What was I afraid of here? What was I afraid of here? Oh, I think I thought it was going to be a free pawn that I would just come back and then take later. I didn't consider at all the drop. And the raid from Jim's Chess. Greetings. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the raid. I hope you had a great stream. Always nice to see you. And always nice to see your viewers. Thank you. Naita. Hello. Nice to see you. Is this the same, basically the same username from YouTube? I don't want to give the YouTube name just in case it's not. Okay. Awesome. Nice to see you. So you also follow Jim's Chess. What was Jim playing today? Was it actually chess or was it Go? I don't think I've seen him play Shogi in a long time. You know, I see the more of the mixture of chess and Go. Okay, he was playing Go. Real fun channel. Do you know how long has Jim been streaming? I was thinking about stream longevities for a long, earlier. Just as I was on my walk, I was thinking about the longevity of some streams, and at what point do people decide, all right, I'm going to go for 2 years, and then, all right, I'm going to go for 2.5. Like at what point? No, I don't mean hour. I mean like years, or how long has Jim been a streamer? So you got crushed by your grandmother in Go yesterday. So now you want to know more about it. Oh wow! Wait, your grandmother plays Go. Feel free to ignore the question, but is your grandmother Korean? Like I can't imagine right now. Like outside of Korea, where has the game reached casual, casual, familial realm where you would play like a grandmother or a grandfather? Oh, you're in Japan right now. Okay. Wow. Oh, yes. Oh, you said you were in Japan. Yes. Ah, okay. Interesting. She's your neighbor. Oh my gosh. Oh, that sounds so incredible. Oh, that's She whipped up the Go board from the attic, just like in Hikaru no Go, where there are bloodstains on the board. So she's 90 years old, and she wanted to play Go. That is, you're basically describing like everyone's dream. You're describing like the manga dream here. You know, it's so hard in the West to find anyone who will play like Go. You know, when my kids were young, I tried to get them to play Go, and I tried to get them to play chess and shogi. And at this point, my son really does like chess. It is a hobby of his, and he really enjoys it. But none of them ever really wanted to play Go. Even just, you know, we had an annual tradition of watching Hikaru no Go every year on New Year's, well, and like the New Year's week. So we watched through the whole series for many years. It was just a tradition, and they would sit at the board like and mess around a bit. But they never actually, once we stopped watching Hikaru, they never actually converted into wanting to play. Yeah, there's blood. It's her husband's blood. Yeah, exactly. You tried watching it. You're 4 episodes in. Well, you say you hate the kid. Wait, you say you hate the kid. Are you watching the anime or are you watching the live action? Because there is a live action Chinese Hikaru no Go, and I liked it. You know, I watched it all. I liked it, but the kid is a real jerk. The kid is a jerk. Like I would say that Hikaru is precocious in the anime. Like he's a precocious, lively kid. I wouldn't call him a jerk. In the live action series, I would say the kid is a jerk, such that like I don't like him. Hey, Just Filippo, nice to see you. Yeah. Well, enjoy. You've got 71 episodes left of just pure enjoyment. It's so good. You say he's a flat out idiot with no sense of self control. He's a kid. Yeah, he's a young kid. That's how, I guess, how I look at it. Like, you know, that's how kids are. You know, a lot of them anyway. But yeah, well, Akira is he's been groomed from a very young age to be, you know, what he is. Yeah, yeah. Your kids will be beaten if they act like Akira. Oh man, it's tough. It's tough. You know, sometimes, you know, as a parent, you just there's sometimes there's nothing you can do. There really is, like, you know, there's a huge amount you can do, but sometimes it's just up to fate how the kids will do. Yeah, the ghost is good. Yeah, Sai is great. Sai Fujiwara no Sai, he's great. He's great and continues to get greater. It's just such a good show. Um, what did I play here? I played 7-5. I came back. I pulled back, which was fine. Which was fine. Engine does want this. I wasn't sure what I'd do with that. Huh. Huh. Okay. Very interesting. Okay. And then we're sort of in. Are we though? Are we? Now, yeah, he can't do anything here. Holy moly. And then it's just over. Yeah, okay. Oh, is Shogi Live subscription worth getting? Yeah. So, my 2 cents. My 2 cents. Um, if you, it's a loaded question. That's a loaded question. Um, let's see. What is this? Rito? Is this Rito Mansu? Let me try to translate this. Try. Litmus. Rito Masu. Litmus. Nice to see you. Let me try to translate your statement here. It's amazing to play shogi. I love shogi. It is amazing to play shogi. Um, so is the Shogi Live subscription worth getting? For me, yes. So Shogi Wars has the largest population of shogi players, of any site. So there's a big role. You can only play 3 games a day unless you pay. Well, thank you. Thank you, Litmus. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm trying. I'm still not that great, but I'm trying. So, Shogi Wars, you can only play the 3 games per day. If that's enough for you, then I think you're fine just playing live. You're just playing for free. But for me, obviously on stream I play more than 3 games. So if I want to be able to play those games, you have to pay. So for me, that reason alone, it's worth playing, worth paying. Another reason is that there's a lot of art, and there's a lot of their voices. Those voices, as you've heard on stream, I really enjoy that stuff. So I want to reward people doing sort of innovative or fun things with shogi. So for me, again, supporting Heroes, the company behind it, it's worth it to me. It's worth it to me because I want to see the game grow, and I want to see the people that invest in the game, such as Heroes, the company behind Shogi Wars, I want to see them do well. So there's another way. If you don't care about the voices, but these other ideas resonate with you, the regular version, just the regular premium version, is cheaper, and you still get unlimited games. So I'd say that is worth it. But really, it depends on what you like. Shogi Wars, it has the broadest user base. Like if you go to Shogi Club 24, for example, if you manage to sign up for Shogi Club 24, it's all strong. It's even at the lowest levels, it's sometimes stronger players. You've got sandbaggers, and even the weaker players are better than beginners with thousands of games. So you don't have it like chess.com, where there's a wide range. Shogi sites that have a wide range of players are few and far between, and Shogi Wars is one of them. I think a discussion can be had that the question can be asked, what about Shogi Quest? Shogi Quest is free, but it's ad driven. There's no way to pay Shogi Quest money, unfortunately, to turn off the ads or to do anything else. The app itself has some nice features, but it doesn't have as many players. It doesn't have the same amount of polish, I would say. And the time control settings are slightly different. They're also blitz and bullet, just like Shogi Wars, but they're slightly different. They don't have a 10-second Byoyomi, for example. But they do have Tsume, which I do. I do their mate run every day. But you get ads. And I think because it's a free app, the range of players is kind of all over there. Even at the lower levels, the rank up is so slow that often you're just getting strong players, or if you get a strong player, or you get someone who quits almost immediately. It's a really weird, in my experience at Shogi Quest, it's a really weird mix of odd and somehow unfulfilling games a lot of times. So Shogi Wars, has its warts, but I find the games to be better, and I like the art that they do for badges. For example, when you make a castle, Shogi Wars or Shogi Quest is improving, and they have some beautiful art that shows up when you're spectating a game, but that art doesn't show up when you're actually playing a game, which is unfortunate. So without going into too much detail, I think... Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Shogi, all this time I'm talking. Shogi Live subscription. Oh, gosh. Oh, you're talking about the app made by JSA where you can watch pro games. Oh, gosh. This is a different... So, for me, the answer to that question is no. The answer to that... I'm so sorry for not responding properly to the question. So, for me, Shogi Live, I don't subscribe to Shogi Live. So... I guess, there is your answer for me. I know some people do subscribe to it and they enjoy it a lot. For me, it's all in Japanese, and I can't read Japanese, unfortunately. So a lot of what is in that app is lost to me. A lot of that commentary, a lot of the articles, the Kifus are there, but I don't follow the pro game as much. I don't follow the pro game so much. In large part because it's all in Japanese, and there's nothing translated. It's very difficult for me to follow. And with the time zone differences and with the games, the title matches taking so long, it's really hard for me to get into it. So it's one of those things where, for me, it's not worth it. And the fact that the application itself feels so low effort, it makes me think, I'm not going to spend. It's pretty expensive, right? It's like $5 a month, $5 US. Yeah, Litmus. Yeah, the rules are definitely they're a little different from chess, but I love it. There are many of us outside of Japan who love and prefer shogi. We love the way the pieces move. We love the castles. We love the drops. It's great. It's great. And Yeah, so I don't have a recommendation for the site or channel to watch pro games. So I will give the ones that I subscribe to for pro games. This is Ego Shogi TV. I'll put these into both YouTube and Twitch. Ego Shogi TV. I follow all these. Ego Shogi Plus. I'm sure there are others. Abema. And I guess that's the only one I'm seeing for pro games. Like I've got a bunch. I may be just missing one. I may be missing. Oh, and then the JSA YouTube channel. So these channels will occasionally go live with pro shogi or maybe sometimes Go games. And so I'll see those, I'll see the notification that they're live and I might watch there. But I am sort of the wrong person to ask about the pro game because I just don't watch it that much. Because it honestly feels like there is no effort being given to make it good for people like me, who don't unfortunately speak the language. The Shogi Harbor Discord has a pro channel and a ladies pro channel, and I do read those. So when news might come out, and someone occasionally will say, "Oh, here's a link to a game," and I'll watch it there. But otherwise, I just don't watch too much. Like there, I think Fuji and Nanase were playing last night, right? I think they were playing last night. It's not showing up. It's not showing up. And so I was getting recommended that game, I think. I'm not finding it. Yeah. And then Naita, you've got a questioning. When you look at your Dan queue, first of all, should you even care about it? But second, it shows 2.3 queue for your last game you just played. How should I take that to heart? So that's in Shogi Wars. So if we look, if we look at Shogi Wars, let's see. I'll put this here. So if we look at Shogi Wars, and you say, like you look at my page. And the account. Oh, okay. So let's look at your account. Yeah, I was going to say, like, you have the monthly Don queue and your current Don queue. Okay. Bella Bells. Let me add you to my friends list. Just anyone doesn't know how to do this. I mean, there are other ways to do it as well. But from the main page, there's a search. Type the user. You don't need to type the whole thing. It'll like, I'll just do Bella Bell. It'll show everything else. So if there was a Bella Bell, they would have shown both of them. But so you're here, and so let's see. So when you say, "Oh, Just Lippo, you played 200 games on Shogi Wars in the last 2 to 3 weeks." Yikes! Yikes! Sometimes I feel like I play a lot. But then I see what other people are playing, and I realize I'm in the little leagues. Are those all 3-minute games, or are they All right. Yeah, so I see 10-minute games. You've played 77 games here. Wise to stay out of 3-minute. 10-second, yeah, 27 games. Ooh, wow. So you've been doing really well in 10-second games. Oh, mostly sprint. Interesting. So, okay, so here's your Dan queue. I personally don't put too much stock in the daily Dan queue. What it's reflecting is the strength of your opponents and your results against that strength. So in the past day is 2.3Q, but that's one game. That's only you've only played one game in the past day. So all this says is, my guess is you beat someone who's like 3Q. That's oh, shouldn't you be proud then as a 9Q? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I definitely. Yeah, anytime you're punching above your weight, I'd be very happy. Yeah, like this month in 10-second, you've been playing at a 1.4Q level. That's like if you're 9, well, you haven't, and that's the thing. So you're at 99.9%. My guess is you have not yet found your level. Every rating on Shogi Wars starts out at 30Q. So, and every win, when you're starting out, your rank is 30Q. Every win will jump you to the next level. So 30Q, you win one, you go to 29. You lose one, it doesn't matter. So you will keep ranking up for every win until the matchmaking system thinks that it has found your rating. So like in 10-minute games, the fact that you're 62%, that means Shogi Wars matchmaking has decided that is your rating, and now you need to start beating stronger players. For 9 minutes, and I remember that it said you played 21. You won 21 games. So you won 21 games. 30 minus 21 is 9. So it's 99.9%. You're still in the portion where every win is going to bump you up. So if you're playing at a level of 1.4Q, my guess is if you keep playing on 10-second, if you keep playing at that same level, your account will stop somewhere in the 1Q range. You'll stop somewhere in the 1Q range. But obviously you're going to start getting stronger players as well. So that in a nutshell is how it works. No one, I don't think the complete algorithm is published, so nobody knows for sure how it works. But it seems there's enough experimentation and enough experience to know how this works. And so you're more focused on 10 minutes. 10 minutes. So 10 minutes seems to be a lot of people's main game until you get to the very strong players, which are usually playing 3-minute. They're just bulleting out the games. But 10-minute, as Q and low level down players, 10-minute is usually like the focus. Although 10-second, I still think that once you internalize the time control for 10-second, especially as you get better, I think 10-second is the most solid of the game modes, the time controls, because you can't be dirty flagged. You know, it's just not being able to be dirty flagged is a big enough deal that you can see some real solid long games of 10-second as players get stronger. Also, thoughts on the avatars in the new winning streak event? Yeah, let me add Bella Bells to my friends list. So I was using it yesterday. I switched it though last night. I was using the new avatar. I like it. I'm disappointed that this. I think this description has not been updated in years, because she is actually a ladies pro Shodan now. She is a Shodan. She has been a Shodan, I think, for 1 or 2 years. We looked this up yesterday on stream. And so I'm disappointed that they're still calling her a 1Q. But I like this avatar. I did use it. I played some games off stream last night, and she gave me good luck. But I still switched back to Wadahana, 2018 United States Shogi champion. This one here, this is Sugai, I think. I'm sure people would love this. Yeah, Tatsuya Sugai. Famous player, but you have to finish top 1500. You have to finish in the top 1500 for the max streak length, and that usually needs 12 to 13 wins in a row. My peak was 7. So yeah, let's look here. So you need top 1500. Let's see. So right now the top 1500 is 8 winning. But we have like 3 days left, 2 days and 14 hours. So in my experience watching these, it's usually like 12 to 13, I think. Isn't it only a winning streak campaign? It's a limited time tournament. It's a limited time event. You're just automatically entered into it. So if you get 5 wins in a row at any point before, in the next 2 days and 14 hours, you will get this avatar. If you win 40 games in total, in the next 2 days, you get this manga or whatever, this cartoony avatar. I have 33 wins, so I'm close to this one, but I would never use this. Yeah, five is what you need in a row. And this one you need to get, it depends on what everyone else is doing, but you need to get in the top 1500 places. And like I said, that usually is a winning streak of around 12 to 13 in my experience. I've only gotten like 2 of these because my highest winning streaks, so my highest winning streak won't show up because it's winning streaks across time controls. So it's like if you win 5 in 10 minute and then 5 in 10 second and then 5 in 3 minute, that's a winning streak of 15. Shogi Wars doesn't actually track that anywhere on your page, on your main page. It only tracks your winning streaks per time control. So like, my highest winning streak is 10 for 10 minute, 9 for 3 minute, and 10 for 10 second. But my highest winning streak, I think, was like 13 or 14 because I've won some of those avatars. I can't remember who they were. Let's see. It was I think it was this guy. Yeah, the guy patting him on his back, patting himself on the back. So him and him. The guy holding the jumper cable. It looks like he's holding jumper cables. Hey, Eloy, nice to see you. Yes, I did get the 5-win streak. I did get it. Yesterday on stream, I hit 4. 2 times I hit 4. The first time I lost. I lost. I think it was on time. I don't remember, but I lost on the first attempt. The second attempt was a very solid game, if I'm remembering correctly, and the opponent was ahead of me on time. So I just clicked in the late middle game. I started using Kishin. So I used 3 Kishins and got the avatar. I felt bad about it, but as soon as I got the avatar, I felt better about it. Oh, you were wait. So you how did you do it at WOSC? And I guess more importantly, was it fun? 4 and 5. 4 and 5. 4 wins is awesome. I like, man, just I'm still in that stage. If I go to tournaments, or if I was to go to a tournament, that like I need 1 win. I need a win, and then if I don't get the win, then I mean, if I once I get the win, then the rest is gravy. But awesome. You played against 9 different nationalities. Wow. Wow. You're like the polar opposite of Koshiro. In the WOSC bracket, I think he played 5 Japanese players. That's awesome. That's awesome. Had you played anyone before, either online or offline? And did you know anyone there? Like when the first. Oh, you played. Wait, so you all of them you had already played? Ah, you greeted Koshiro. Nice, nice. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. Oh gosh. I wonder what his travel plans are. Yeah, when I went in 2024 to the US Shogi Championship, I knew, I only knew people from online. So Rico DLC, Shogi Explained, and I knew I knew of Maple Sugar Lover. I didn't really know. I didn't know him. Know him well enough. Barely chatted with him from the Discord, and I knew of Jack-o'-lantern. I really hadn't had any interactions with him prior to that event. And then I did know some of the people from the San Francisco Bay Area. Yeah, Naita. 5 wins in a row, and you get this avatar. If you win. If you win 40 games in the event period, just total, you get this avatar. What does it say? Tobina on the beach. Although she usually keeps her emotions to herself, she smiles when she's with friends she can trust. Let's take it easy. That's the saying. That's the saying. And if you win 40 games total in the event period, which is, another 2.5 days, you get that. Yeah, 40 wins is quite a commitment. 40 wins is, like that's like 80 games if you're winning half your games. You can do it. You can do it, if you're playing 3-minute games. So I don't know how I honestly. I don't understand where all my wins came from. So Somehow I have 33 wins. I don't know how this is possible. Because, like yesterday on stream, I thought I only won like 17 or 18 games. And the day before was an over-the-board Shogi day. And I think I only played like a handful of games. But maybe I didn't? Yeah, so let me look. Actually, now I'm so curious. So let's see, 10-minute games in the past few days. So 29, I think the 26th wouldn't have counted. 26 is not, I think the event had not started on the 26th. So 1, 2, 3, 4 wins and 1 loss of 10-minute. So that's only 4 wins. Okay, so these are going by tens. 29. Yeah, I think I played like 30 games yesterday on stream. There's 30. $40? I played 40 games yesterday? And then the day before I played some. Those numbers, they're just not making sense to me. Maybe I played more games offline. We need a Shogi Dad Kishin count check. Yeah, well, you'll see that I use 3. On stream, I had 270, and then I had 267 on stream. Yeah. Todovsky. Now Todovsky's being paranoid. And I'm here for it. Yeah, like 270 is what I had. So I used the 3 Kishin on stream yesterday. So that is the problem with streaming. Well, it's the problem, but it's also the good thing, because like if I'm motivated to if I'm playing offline and I'm motivated to use a Kishin, I know that the next time I stream, someone's gonna see this and be like, "Wait a minute, you used 4 Kishin?" If I use 4 Kishin off stream, and now my number will go down to 263. I'll come on stream tomorrow, and someone will pick that up like instantly. Be like, "Oh, you used 4 Kishin since yesterday." So just to avoid the shame, I can't. You think Melkor? Yeah, Melkor was definitely there. Melkor finished, tied for 5th. With tiebreakers, top 10. Yeah, he's a blonde, late teenager, a blonde late teenager with glasses. Naita, yeah, it's confusing. It's definitely confusing. But the only one that is limited is this one. The only one that's limited is this one. This is to the top 1,500 streaks. So if you have one of the top 1,500 streaks in terms of length, you get them. Usually it works out. There's a male avatar that's for the top 1,500. Then there's the 5-win streak, which is a ladies pro, and then there's some I don't know if 40 seems a lot. I think usually it's like 35, but there's a count where you get some anime girl. You won over a Shodan. Let's take a look. Let's dig out my friends list. They make it so easy to get to. They make it so easy to get to. Ten seconds. Is it? Well, this must be the game. Yeah, so it thinks right now in 10 seconds, it thinks you're about Shodan, 1Q at this point. Even though you're only 8Q. Let's see. What is this opening? What is this opening? Is this Yagura? This is... Whoa, wait, what just happened? Ooh. Sorry, I'm looking here. I'm curious if there's any... This is not mate. No. Oh, there's a mistake. Wait, what's going on? Yeah. What? Wait, that was a mistake, right? You just gave up the silver, or I guess you end up with... You end up... Ooh, there... Oh, whoa! Nice! Wow! That's a great game. To me, I mean, you're just eyeballing. Yeah, obviously there's a lot of tactical stuff over here. Wow. Man, if I win against a Shodan, in 10 seconds, I'm dancing in the streets. Nice game. I think this was made anyway. This what am I trying to say? This is mate, right? So that's I think that's the way I would have done it. but it's the same thing, I think. Oops, it's the same deal. Because now the gold is taking the intermediate piece. Wow. You thought your bishop was promoted? It's funny what goes on in our minds, especially in a time scramble. The ideas and thoughts and board visualizations going on in the mind are crazy. There was, as I mentioned earlier, I was listening to the Perpetual Chess podcast, and he was interviewing I think a cognitive scientist in some way. I don't remember the exact. I don't remember the exact credentials of this person, but talking about how, and this is something that I've sort of mentioned as well, how like it seems like I'm seeing through a porthole or a pinhole to the board, and I'm not seeing the whole board. That one of the things in their studies that they've shown, and hopefully I'm not butchering the regurgitation of these ideas or these studies, is that as players improve, they have a bigger vision of the state of the board. So like me, what I'm seeing is what I'm looking at. What I'm looking at, I might see, I'm drawing a circle on the screen, as if you can see. Like if I'm looking at the center of the board, it's possible that this is what I'm taking in. And so I'm missing all of this stuff out here. But whereas a strong player might be taking in this, might be still have misses potentially, and depending on how they'd seen it before. But it was an interesting thing, and it gelled with what I believe, sort of my vision, both to be, and how my vision has improved over time. Like I do feel that I see more of the board now than I did. He talked about even Steinitz, a legendary chess player, had a game, I guess, where a fianchettoed where a long-range bishop, he moved his queen to make a mate, and the long-range bishop got his queen. That's at least that's the example that was given. I don't know if it's true, but it's funny because last night, when I was playing off stream, the exact same thing sort of happened. The opponent had a horse back here, and I dropped a rook to check the king. I dropped a rook. You're thinking I'm going in for my mating attack, but whoops. And I did the pause. All right, do I have anything else? No, I don't. Let me resign. That was a shame because I thought that was a good game. I mean, it was against a Shogi Wars 2 Don, so I was probably going to lose anyway. But I thought I was excited. I was very excited because I thought I had the attack, But anyway, it is what it is. Cool game. Anyway, you're still shaking. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that goes away. Maybe it does for some people. It doesn't for me. Even on stream, like the first or second game, if I play a tight match, and especially if I win, I've got the nervousness or excitement going through the fingers. It's good. It means we're alive. Anyway, hey Durton, nice to see you. Greetings, welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoy Shogi. I've been playing Shogi here today on Shogi Club 24. It's been a while since I've been back on here now because we've been reviewing and talking. But been playing on Shogi Club 24, And yeah, that's about it. I was thinking, as I had mentioned earlier on in the stream, that this is going to be a relatively short stream. I think we're getting down to the down near the end, because I really want to get that podcast recorded for today, so I could have it for later, tonight, to have it upload. And as I mentioned, it might be totally lame, but it's going to be a prototype interview for what people should expect in the future if they are being interviewed. I'm going to interview myself, and hopefully it won't be too boring and too weird, but I'll do my best. You do currently... Oh, you do choose Shogi. What makes you do choose Shogi? I gotta ask. I ask this of everyone. Anyone I know that wants to play choose Shogi, or who has played choose Shogi. And mind you, it's not many players, but why do you want to play choose Shogi? Choose Shogi is a Shogi played, I think the board is like, I'm going to exaggerate, it's like 1,000 by 1,000. There are 732 million pieces on the board. It takes 2.5 years just to get out of the opening, and there are no drops. That's my understanding of choose Shogi. Yeah, Dai Shogi is the crazy one. Yeah, like Dai Shogi is the bonkers one, but choose Shogi is massive. You say it's 12 by 12. I mean, that's huge. It's huge, right? Let's take a look. This is choose Shogi. Let me get a scene, a better scene here. Let me try to. So here's choose Shogi. Look at this freaking board. Look at this board. The setup time. Oh, I thought it said 2+ minutes or 2+ hours. It's okay. It's 2+ minutes. Yeah, just to set up is going to take a while. Playing time, it says 6 to 8 hours or more. I mean, it reminds you of 19 by 19 Go. Boy, I don't know. 19 by 19 Go doesn't seem so huge to me. All right. Maths time. How many intersections does a 12 by 12 board have? And easier question. Is this smaller or larger than a Go board? Maths. All right, not getting any answers. You play choose Shogi as your girlfriend, and you plan on getting a Dai Shogi table made. Oh my goodness, that one is bigger. Yeah, bigger than this. We plan on learning it till then, and want to play it over a few days from time to time. Boy, ooh boy. Boy, what made you want to do this? Like, I'm always curious too. It's like, when you see this board, what makes you say, I want to play that? I'm fascinated by it because, I see a game like this and I am so repulsed by it, but I don't know why. I mean, I have ideas why, but like, I see this and I think, I would never play this. obviously everyone is different, but I'm curious, like I can explain why shogi resonates with me. I can explain why chess resonates with me, but I'm just not like aesthetically even. I think this game starts falling apart because, especially as someone who doesn't read Japanese, the pieces are so similar looking. You played chess, got boring, learned shogi, got bored as well by repetitive situations. Whoa! So you wanted to go bigger. Whoa. Repetitive situations. But there are no drops in this, right? There are no drops in this. So this game simplifies. So I would think that this game would be more repetitive personally, but obviously I know nothing about it. You wonder who invented the bigger versions in World? I wonder if those are those they're probably listed in some of these Wikipedia pages. With fewer pieces than Dai Shogi, the game is considered more exciting. It's still huge. So it largely died out after World War II. It has gained some adherence in the West, having been praised as the best of all large chess games. Is that damning with faint praise? So there are promoted sides. Okay. Okay. There's a prince and a second king. Okay. Yeah, there are no drops. Oh, you got the 5-win streak. Well, that was fast. That was fast. I'll take a look at this after. Chu Shogi has a variant that makes it more interesting. Around 60% of the pieces start in your hand. You can drop them in the field next to an own piece. The captured pieces don't get into hand. Oh, wow. Wait, so it has when you drop, it has to be dropped next to a piece, next to one of your pieces. So it has to somehow touch one of your existing pieces on the board. It's an interesting idea. Are all these pieces slow like shogi pieces? Or are there any sort of chess fast pieces? Outside of rook and bishop. And do you speak or read Japanese? Like, do you read the kanji? Do you play with the kanji, or do you play with an international piece set? Like for me, learning these pieces would take quite some time. Like I've said in the past that it's no problem to learn shogi pieces. Like you'll get it very soon. I don't think the same thing applies here. Look at this rook. These two rooks just hanging out. There are one queen each side, 2 rook, 2 bishop, 2 dragon horse, 2 dragon king each side. Okay, so you got a horizontal mover, vertical mover, which are smaller rook versions. Okay, so there's lots of long range. Interesting. Can knights go backwards? Assuming there are knights. I see the gold and silver. I'm assuming this is the prince. Are there 4 silvers? Are these the same? I can't even differentiate these pieces. Are these 4 silvers? No knights. Okay. All pieces removed, we're just promoting to gold. Okay. Fascinating. 2 gold, 2 silver, 2 bronze, and next to bronze is Furious Leopard. Like silver, but straight back as well. So this is the Furious Leopard. This is the silver, and the smaller silver is the bronze. It looks like the same kanji to me. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It's slightly different. Oh boy, crazy. It's just so clumped. It's just so clumped. Yeah, it's weird. There are no jumping pieces. Yeah, it's a good question, Nimrold. Is there still a competitive scene to this? You know, it died out after World War II. There's an online following in Japan. There is a society. Hodges made a book. Hodges is also in the shogi scene, or was. Like, you wouldn't be able to have a tournament. You wouldn't be able to play a tournament of this because, you know, it would take a year. It would take a year. You know, if you had like a 9-round Swiss, would take like a year. Okay. Promotes the dragon horse promotes to horned falcon. Oh, a reverse chariot. Ah, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. All right. I'm looking to see if there's any information about people playing this game. Strategy. All right, nothing about that. What was I going to look for? Oh shoot! It just fell out of my mind. It fell what I was going to search for. Oh, draw rate. Is there? What is the draw rate in this game? Drunk elephant. Let's see how he moves. Oh, okay. It's like yeah, everything. Hey, Origami. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's not just an elephant, it's a drunk elephant. Can elephants go backwards in general? Serious question. Do their knees Like, does their anatomy allow them to walk backwards? Let's search. Can elephants walk backwards? Yes, elephants can walk backwards. While not a common gait, elephants may walk backward for various reasons, including social play, appeasement, respect, or to keep threats in sight. They may also use it as a way to try to be sneaky or to approach a carcass. Okay. All right. Where do you play? So Durton, you are just going to play with your girlfriend. That's how you're going to play. Hey, Coach Ro, greetings, welcome back. No, a viewer here, Durton, plays this game. So I was on Shogi Club 24, and do you play online? Do you play this game online? Like, I would imagine if you were going to play this game online, you'd have to play correspondence. The game just takes too long to play online. Yeah, today was good. Today was a good day. I've been on a bit of a tear lately, Koshiro. My Shogi Wars, I'll show my Shogi Wars rating. I'm getting there. I am getting there on Shogi Wars. We are danger close. Danger close. But today was Shogi Club 24. That's what I would expect, Durton. Yeah, there'd be a risk that you would invest so much time in one of these games and then they would just leave. We'll see. I have the extra motivation now to hit Shodan because I've decided I'm not going to. No, I need to get to Shodan and Shogi Wars in order to go to the tournament in Los Angeles in October. So I have time. I have plenty of time. But I'm afraid I'm going to get in that bubble. You know, in that bubble where I just start getting beaten down and then lose points. But last night, I did start. I turned up the skill on Shogi Wars. So, if I win, I get more points. If I lose fewer. But obviously, I'm playing much harder players. So we'll see. That worked out last time I was trying to rank up. What country is this, Durton? This is a common refrain from people that it's very hard. In Germany, okay. Well, Germany is, in the West, Germany is a stronghold for chess or for shogi. It's I think probably in terms of number of players, one of the biggest in Europe. But yeah, it's even in the biggest shogi communities in the West, there's not much there. Yeah, we I'm in Northern California, and we have quite a few players. But if you go to a Japanese festival or a convention or something like that, it's very unlikely that you'll see shogi. Unless you're doing the group, as has happened one of the local clubs organizes a booth at the Cupertino Cherry Blossom Festival, and gets a lot of people walking through. A bunch of people checking it out. Not too many, I think, convert into actual players or members of the club, but it's a fun time, and it's slow. It's slow. It's a slow process, and yeah. But yeah, good luck. Good luck with that. I would think it would be even harder. Personally, I would think it would be even harder to get people interested in Dai Shogi, because it's almost so offensively large to begin with, that I think people would, just looking at it, would be like, oh, this is sort of a joke, old game. This is like, it doesn't look like a game that people would play in modern times. It's not like sleek and like chess or even shogi. Let me close this. I must have closed that image. Oh. Yeah, like this is just, it's so intimidating, I would think, to people. Like, how would you get people off the street to even try this game? Like, it looks sort of like a novelty. But it's probably the same way that you grow any game, just like shogi, where people don't know it. You get passionate about it. You meet with other passionate people. You play together, and two people battling each other is just immediately interesting, regardless of the game. People might step in and ask, what's that? And then maybe it'll resonate with them, and then maybe they'll become a member. Like that's how we get people in the Shogi Club. So maybe it would be the same with this. I think Aoyama Gobanten, I think they sell Chushogi pieces. Chushogi pieces. All right. Gosh, they're all just so similar. Like, they're all so similar. Yeah, exactly. The people who thought that Dai Shogi was too small, so they created taikyoku Shogi. Like, how long would a taikyoku Shogi game play? Like, honestly, would they ever finish? Has anyone ever finished a Dai Shogi game? Your plan is to have some way of printed paper version to hand out so people can play with others. Yeah. We usually have laminated pages with the rules and how the pieces move. And a lot of times we'll be using pieces with some notation for how they move, and that that works out. That works out for the most part. And then you lead them through it. There's also the simpler game of like Goro Goro, those ones with the animal pieces. Yeah. Taikyoku takes a certain amount of... It takes a different personality, I think. Well, actually, I'm more Daikyoku... So not to just rain on on the parade of the Taikyoku players. I'm not even going to consider that a serious game, because I don't think anyone's really finishing those. But Dai Shogi is at least... It seems like someone might finish one of those games. Does anyone actually play this? And what is the expected time? Look at this board. Like it would honestly take me a long time just to figure out how to play to set up the board. Okay, there's only one recorded game of taikyoku that took 32 hours. 32 hours? 3,800 moves? So they must have been making moves pretty quickly. So what's the expected time? Does anyone play Dai Shogi? Like, does anyone even sell equipment for Dai Shogi? Oh, there's a JCSA, the Japanese Chu Shogi Association. Okay. Oh, Aoyama Gobanten does sell a die. Ah. Oops. Oh, those are the ones that I did open up. Those are the ones that I did. This is the page I did open up. These are the Dai Shogi. Ah. The thing is, if a game takes 3,800 moves to make, how do you even get good at a game like that? You know, there's so much belief that people get good at these games by playing the games. Like if you played 10 games of Dai Shogi in a year, that would be a heavy year. Like, how do you possibly build up patterns and or maybe people just don't care about getting good at it? It's just the fun of it, and I'm just too much of a weenie to not be able to have fun unless I'm trying to get good. Like, maybe just too competitive. Like, look at... I usually think of the shogi board as pretty big. Look how small it looks now compared to that. Well, yeah, it's tactics and strategy, but that's the thing. Strategy, you're preparing for 20 plus moves, but how do you learn that? How do you improve at that? Very strange. Yeah. Yeah, I just have my doubts that you could practically get good at a game that you could only play 10 times. Maybe it would just be who's naturally better. um, whoever's brain just happens to be naturally better at it is going to be the better player. Because you really can't improve. There's no path to improvement. Anyway, interesting topic. And so that is going to be it for me for today. I'm going to close up, take care of some things, and then try to take care of that interview. So good seeing you all. Hope you have a good remainder of the day. If you're playing shogi, good luck. Good luck. Yeah, very interesting to talk. Thank you for coming by. And thank you. Thank you for that follow. I appreciate it. And yeah, I look forward to hearing more from you, Koshiro, about you. I want to hear more about your experiences. So, are you home before I go? Are you back? It's possible. It's possible you already left. But oh, you are back. Awesome. Okay, so you're back, safe and sound. That's good. The dad in me is glad that you got back home safely. And all right, I will see you all soon. Thanks again, everybody. Take care. Bye.